One of the fields was a brand new field which had to do with what's called an atom smasher, what you would call an atom smasher, and we'd call a particle accelerator. And Columbia University was building a large atom smasher off campus, but they were building one which when it was in operation back in 1951, was the largest atom smasher in the world for a short time before somebody else built a bigger one. And that field was brand new to Columbia. And in fact, so I was intrigued by that I'd be in a new field and I'd be almost as up on the field as the professors who had determined to bring that subject to Columbia, but were not experts. And that was exciting because it was a new field. It was a totally new field. It had to do with what's inside. You know, that's the title of it, what's inside. We know that if you take a small piece of chalk or any material and you start cutting it, you cut it into smaller and smaller pieces, and you keep cutting it and pretend that you can keep on doing this. Eventually, you get down to something which we call a molecule. This might be a molecule of some kind, and then we notice that a molecule is made of atoms, which are even smaller. It's a kind of a zooming down. Now you're getting into sizes which the human eye can't see. So you go molecule, you go atom, and then inside the atom, as you learn, turns out the atom itself is made of nuclei and electrons around it. And that part of the field was well known, and we were continuing that field into the nucleus of the atom. So you go zooming down into even smaller dimensions. Like if this whole room were an atom, see, then in the middle of the room there's a grain of dandruff. That's the nucleus. So you zoom down to the grain of dandruff, and you look at, and you say, what's inside? So it was that business of search, of trying to understand the basic building blocks, which to me was the turn on.